Look, let me be honest with you. Most middle-class people are doing everything right. They wake up early, they work hard, they pay their bills on time, they try to save a little, yet somehow they're still stuck. Same stress, same paycheck pressure, same feeling that money never gets easier. And after years of effort, they quietly start asking themselves, why does this still feel so hard? Here's what most people don't realize. They are following invisible money rules they never agreed to. Rules that feel normal, rules that feel responsible, rules that sound smart, but those rules are quietly controlling their financial future. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 60% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing money. These aren't reckless people. They're teachers, nurses, office workers, small business employees. So what's really happening? This is where it gets interesting. The middle class isn't trapped by lack of effort. They're trapped by rules that feel normal. And today, we're breaking them. Rule number 1, income equals security, invisible. Rule number 1 says, if I earn more money, I'll finally feel secure. That sounds logical, right? You might even be thinking, well, of course, more money creates security. But here's the uncomfortable truth. More than half of households earning over $100,000 still live paycheck to paycheck. Read that again. 6 figures. Still stressed. So what's happening? Here's the pattern nobody talks about. When income goes up, lifestyle goes up faster. You get the promotion, you upgrade the car, you move to a better neighborhood, you eat out more, you travel more. Nothing wrong with that. But here's the hidden trap. Your expenses quietly rise to match or exceed your income. So you don't feel safer. You feel locked in. Bigger house equals bigger mortgage. New car equals bigger payment. Higher income equals higher taxes. Suddenly, you can't afford to lose your job. You're earning more, but you're less flexible. Here's what most people don't realize. Income doesn't create security. Systems do. Security comes from low fixed expenses, emergency reserves, multiple income streams, investments working for you. Without control, higher income just creates higher bills, and that's why so many people chase raises for decades, but never feel free. Now here's the twist. The wealthy don't focus on increasing income first. They focus on increasing margin. Margin is the gap between what you earn and what you need. That gap is power, and if you don't protect it, no salary will ever feel enough. Rule number 2, payments equals affordability invisible. Rule number 2 says, as long as I can afford the monthly payment, I'm okay. This rule sounds responsible. It sounds practical, but it's one of the most expensive beliefs in the middle class because it shifts the question from, can I afford this? to, can I afford the payment? And those are not the same thing. The average American household carries over $96,000 in debt. That includes mortgages, student loans, credit cards, car loans, and most of it started with one simple thought. The payment isn't that bad. Let's break it down. A $50,000 car doesn't feel like $50,000. It feels like $750 a month. A $500,000 home doesn't feel like $500,000. It feels like $3,000 a month. But payments hide the true cost. Interest stretches the timeline, and suddenly you're paying for yesterday's decisions with tomorrow's income. Middle-class thinking asks, can I afford the payment? Wealth thinking asks, what does this cost me long-term? Because every payment is a claim on your future, and the more future income you pre-spend, the less flexibility you have. Debt isn't always evil, but when payments become your lifestyle, you stop building wealth. You start financing comfort, and comfort is expensive. Rule number 3, saving is enough, invisible. Rule number 3 says, if I just save enough, I'll be fine. Saving feels smart. It feels disciplined. It feels safe. And safety feels good. But inflation changes the game. Inflation quietly erodes your money's value every single year. That means the dollars sitting in a low-interest account are slowly losing purchasing power. It's invisible. It's gradual. And that's why most people ignore it. Here's what most people don't realize. Saving protects money. Investing multiplies it. 2 people save the same amount. Person A keeps it in a basic savings account. Person B invests it in diversified assets over 20 years. The difference isn't small, it's life-changing. Compound growth is not dramatic at first. It's boring, slow, unimpressive until it isn't. That's why investing feels risky at the beginning, because you don't see results immediately, but over decades, time does the heavy lifting. The middle class is taught to save. The wealthy are taught to own. There's a difference. Quick subscribe reminder, quick pause. If this is already making you rethink money, subscribe, because most financial advice focuses on tactics. This channel focuses on mindset plus systems. And the next rule, it's the one that keeps people stuck the longest. Rule number 4, risk is dangerous invisible. Rule number 4 says, playing it safe is responsible. We're taught this early. Avoid risk. Don't lose money. Be cautious. But here's the shocking truth. The biggest risk is avoiding investing entirely. Historically, the U.S. stock market has never lost money over any 20-year period when broadly diversified and held consistently. Short-term, volatile, long-term, powerful. Fear keeps people stuck. Time rewards those who stay invested. But here's the real issue. People confuse volatility with danger. Prices move up and down. That feels scary. But not investing guarantees one thing. Your money won't grow. The wealthy understand calculated risk. They don't gamble. They position. They think long-term. They understand that inflation is a silent thief, and sitting in cash is not safe. It's passive loss. Breaking the rules. Let's recap. Income equals security. Payments equal affordability. Saving is enough. Risk should be avoided. Every one of these rules keeps people busy, but not free. The middle class works hard, but they operate inside a system designed for consumption. The wealthy operate inside a system designed for ownership. That's the shift. Ownership. When you own assets, they work. When you only earn income, you work. Nobody teaches this in school. Nobody sits you down at 18 and explains how money really behaves over 40 years. And that's not your fault. But now you see it. You don't need to be rich to start. You need margin. You need discipline. You need long-term thinking. And most importantly, you need to stop following rules that were never designed to make you wealthy. If this helped you think differently about money, like the video, share it with someone who feels stuck. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.